Hello and welcome to Paw Prints on the Mountain, brought to you by the Humane Society of the White Mountains. I'm your host, Mike Bosley. Here in just a couple moments, we'll be joined by Deena and Terry and Mr. Pip, Miss Pip, here shortly. But before we get into that, it's time to get into Mike's pet peeves. Now, this is my little disclaimer. This is my views, not the views of the board, Humane Society, or anybody important. I'm going to talk about life hacks today. Life hacks are supposed to be these secrets to make life easy. Spoiler alert, life isn't easy any way you put it, life hack or not. Most of these life hacks are pointless. Some of them, sure, may have a purpose, but most of them are pointless. Take these three, for example. First one, if you're lost in the woods, a survival way to catch fish is you cut the top of a 2-liter pop bottle. You cut it off, you flip it upside down, you tape it, put holes in the bottom, and you've just created a fish trap. Who in the heck has a Scotch tape and a 2-liter bottle of Pepsi in a survival situation, okay? I'm pretty sure we're way past the 2-liter Pepsi. Another hack, did you know that you can fill your mop bucket by using your dustpan from your sink? You move the dustpan around, you turn on the sink, and it fills the mop bucket. Or you could fill the mop bucket in the tub like the rest of us have done since the invention of tubs. I mean, why? Third, okay, I saw this video. This person was cutting the bottom of a cleaning solution bottle off, and it was pouring into the back of their toilet tank, and the little description said, easiest way to clean your toilet. First off, what was wrong with the top of the bottle? Why did you have to cut the bottom of the bottle off? I mean, was it dramatic effect? You're not Guy Ritchie making a movie. It's just cleaning solution. Also, yes, there's an easy way to do that. It's those little blue tabs that you drop in the tank and it lasts for up to 30 days. Unless you have a toddler that just figured out how to flush the toilet. The thing would never last 30 days.
30 days doesn't work.
Basically, in between Tide Pods and life hacks, this world is doomed. I mean, to put it kindly in an old-fashioned way, the world's going to hell in a handbasket. Whatever God you pray to, please may he have mercy on all of us, because nobody can tell what's about to go down. Now, what I don't understand just as much as life hacks is any reason you would give to not go to Happy Tails. I can't think of any. Here are some of the major ones. We have kids. Great, this is a kid-friendly family event. We don't have dogs. Great, there's some you can adopt while you're there. I'm not a dog or cat person. Great, we have food there, which basically everybody on the planet needs food. So we've got everything or something for everybody. So, Terry, would you mind telling us a little more about all the wonderful things of Happy Tails?
Oh my gosh, sure. August 28th, Saturday, August 28th. We're always the last Saturday in August.
Okay.
At the Orchard at Charlie Clark's. We have ordered no rain, so it's going to be a sunny, beautiful day.
Wonderful.
Just in case.
You didn't order that off Amazon, did you?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
But just in case there is maybe a drop or two, we have rain ponchos to provide for everyone. Live auction, silent auction, dog adoptions, dog house boutique.
Ooh, yes.
Blitz auction, food. Raffle. Maybe you can imbibe a little if you'd like, you know, with a Coke or a beer or something. Our $5 raffle buckets. And you know what? Just a bunch of really nice people that care about the animals in the Humane Society of the White Mountains. So come visit and have a good time.
And somebody's going to get drawn for that boat that day.
Oh, that's right.
Our summer raffle.
Our summer raffle is incredible. We're talking, I believe it's a 12 or 14 foot boat on a trailer with a motor, trolling motor, life jackets.
Has seats in there.
Seats in there.
Oh, yeah, that helps.
That helps. oars, paddles, whatever, and and they'll just get to
tickets.
hook up and take it home and stop at one of our local lakes and go fishing.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
$10 a ticket.
Right. Do you have any room in your backyard? Because Adria will not let me come home with that boat. I need to park it somewhere.
You win it, we'll find a place.
Yeah,
Okay, all
exactly, exactly. So and actually May 15th, because I know this is going to air in May, right?
Yeah.
May 15th, we're having PetSense, one of our supporters, is having their spring adoption event in the parking lot. We'll have the boat there. We'll have a volunteer there. You can come buy your tickets.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where's some other place to buy tickets if for some reason, out of all the excuses, they don't make it by there that
Of
day?
course, the shelter. Any of our committee members, any of our board members.
Okay.
I believe, will they have them at the doghouse, Deena?
Yeah, they'll have them at the doghouse also.
Okay.
So,
There's plenty of ways to get it. No reason why not to
Absolutely.
come.
Right.
There will be a world famous auctioneer there.
Yes.
There
At
will
least
be.
in my world, I'm famous, so I call that a
legend in
world
your
famous
own
in my
mind.
own mind. Yes, I'm a world famous, my world famous
and we're going to
auctioneer.
make you even more famous. Aren't
Yes,
we,
we
by
are.
all that experience.
Dessert auction. Don't forget the dessert auction. Oh my
Dessert
gosh.
auction, that's
And
right.
whoever wins has to share some with us.
You know
I
what?
think that's a very
Actually, they usually do.
Yeah,
I know.
So
It's
many of them
fabulous.
do.
It's fabulous.
Or we have one of our great people that come, Diana, and she brings big cakes. She buys cakes for the volunteers and the staff members.
Oh wow!
At
Yeah,
Happy
she's
Tales.
such a nice lady.
Yes, she is.
Such a nice lady.
We missed Happy Tales last year, and not only did it kind of hurt the Humane Society, we still came up with some money, but I mean, we missed that a little bit. So we're really now we had a record phenomenal Arizona Gives Day
This year.
this
we did.
year. I don't think we've given them a full update. Would you mind giving us a quick full update?
I would love to.
I bet.
So, because we did win $500 in prize money, our total was $31,935.
Isn't that
And
incredible?
that is a record for us. And really, again, thank you to all our supporters.
Right.
Whether it was the $2 donation we got or the $5,000 donation, every bit helps us.
It's amazing how it does add up.
Oh,
It does.
It does.
I mean, and
it does.
30 almost pennies away from 32,000.
Yes.
That's going to go a long ways.
It will. Everything, and I've got to tell you, Mike, from watching us, we live within a budget.
Right.
We have to have so much come in, and that falls on me as the director. You've got to get this much in. So my goal in the budget for that was $21,000.
Yes, it
So
was.
now I have a little bit of breathing room. But Debbie at the other end and Les, the manager at the doghouse, both managers are very thrifty in their spending also.
Right.
So when you donate, and sometimes people go, well, I'd rather donate something you need. Okay. So we
Please.
have a wish list on our Facebook.
Right.
Call us, on our website. Call us and we'll tell you what the most recent current needs are. Bleach and laundry soap are always a need. Always.
And that's a very good, you brought this to my attention. I did not realize this, but since the pandemic started, you can't find 1 gallon of bleach.
That is
They are
correct.
84 ounces, very deceptively similar, and the price is the same. So, I mean, the Humane Society is going through the same amount of product. It's going to cost more. It does cost more.
Right.
And it's costing the Humane Society more.
Right.
Yeah.
And we were faced with a challenge too, because if you could find, let's just say the bleach, they wanted to put limits on it.
Right.
Yeah.
We go through, I can't tell you how much bleach a day, because every animal gets clean bedding, clean laundry, clean toys, clean dishes, and bleach is in everything we do. On hard clean days, it's bleach. And then, the other stuff after that. So we probably go through, on a regular week, I would say 12 gallons of bleach easily.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we were faced with the challenge of finding it. And we would ask people, hey, if you're there and the limit's 2 and you only need 1, would you mind picking us up 1?
Yeah, I remember days of going up and down White Mountain Road to the different dollar stores and the different stores and going, I'll get 1 gallon here, I'll get 1 gallon there, I'll get 1 gallon there.
Right.
You know, yeah.
And it's because of great volunteers like Terry that did that helped us be able to keep everything, because we have a standard. We have an SOP of how we're going to clean, and bleach is a big part of it.
It is.
So, but we never even thought going into the COVID. But you know, let's go back to Happy Tales for a minute, because we did miss it last year. We did that in a different way.
Right. Yes.
You know, but what we missed also was we missed our people.
Yes.
We
did.
missed seeing our people.
Yeah.
You know.
And that was where I wanted to head that way, is we missed the people. I missed seeing the amount of teamwork, the 100+ volunteers, all running around in this little, it seems big, but it seems little at the same time. We've got 100 volunteers running around and orchestrating this huge event, and it goes over more or less flawlessly every year.
It does.
It's amazing the love that is shown for the animals, the society, all at the same time with the community.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's what I love.
And you know, Mike, we have people that come from Colorado, from New Mexico, from California, obviously from Phoenix and Tucson, that come every single year and have for years.
Well, we look forward to getting them back this year.
Exactly.
You know, we look forward to seeing our people.
Yeah.
You know, while we're watching everyone enjoy the day, it's also benefiting the homeless animals. And the union that we form on that day is just really and truly,
huge.
it's breathtaking.
It's huge.
You know, and you feel the love from all your supporters in the community for what we're doing.
Absolutely.
Well, we will continue on with more about Happy Tales. We will actually get to our Sleeping Beauty here in just a little bit, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more Paw Prints on the Mountain in just a moment. Welcome back to Paw Prints on the Mountain, brought to you by the Humane Society of the White Mountains. I'm your host, Mike Bosley, and joining us this month is we got Deena, Terry, and Mrs. Pip. So, Miss Pip, tell us about our guest and tell us about her story.
Okay. Well, first, she did go to obedience class this morning, so that's why she's a little sleepy.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Pip now is probably about 6-7 years old. She has been adopted by a fellow volunteer and very dear friend of ours. And Pip was found New Year's Eve about 4.5 years ago, totally emaciated, tied with a rope to a fence out by A1 Lake. And the fence the rope had been on her so long that it was embedded in her skin. I don't know if you can see, but she has a scar that goes all the way around and wrapped around her right front leg.
Oh, man.
So some very nice people that were on their way back to the valley from skiing at sunrise saw her. A storm was coming in. They called us. Our amazing employees kept open late on New Year's Eve and brought her in and got her pain-free and safe, and then the next day took care of the rope. She went into medical foster. So we talk about foster all the time.
Right.
Fostering is such an important part. Under-socialized animals, mamas and babies. In her case, she needed to be out of the shelter. She needed a safe, warm place. And so she went into a medical foster situation where her foster mom actually adopted her. So, yes, such an important thing. And that doesn't always happen. We just got a litter of mom and babies yesterday that went right into an amazing foster home. This gal has fostered quite a few babies for us.
Yeah.
And it's just so important. We try to get, especially the babies, the young ones, out of the shelter environment.
Why is that? Go into that for me.
Okay. In a home, babies can learn so much more. I mean, there's time at the shelter. we'll have 60, 70, 80, 90 animals. We only have so many employees. They can't spend that time with each and every animal. They spend as much as they can. But puppies need to be socialized. They need to learn touching and feeling in different environments, and carpet and tile and noises. And in a home, they can learn all those things to be good dogs.
Okay.
And yeah, and you know, that is very true. And you know, there's always the disease aspect of it too. It's just a healthier environment in a home. We actually have another one, Sandy, who has memory cancer.
Okay.
And so she last week had to have one whole chain, which is one side of all the breast, removed.
Okay.
So she's in a medical foster with another great foster home. You guys probably read about Sarah in our newsletter. And Sarah and her girls are taking care of Sandy. She'll be there, she'll recover from that, and then the other side has to come out because she definitely had breast cancer.
Wow.
And this is another reason to spay and neuter your pets.
Right.
So Sandy is, she was at the shelter the first, I think 3 or 4 days after after this major surgery. And now she's in a medical foster where she will be able to, Sarah is getting her up and getting her walking, so she's building up her strength again and keeping a really close eye on that. And, you know, so it's so important to us. You know, we always say it takes a village to do what we do. And because of our supporters, our volunteers at the shelter, volunteers when you take them into your home as a foster, this is saving lives each and every day. And you know, these medical cases, sometimes it takes months to get them better. Some of the things we see are some of the things we see in commercials.
Talk about Sylvie.
Yes, Sylvie. Aw, do you want to talk about Sylvie?
Okay.
A lot of twisted there.
Well, Sylvie is one of a litter of 6 adorable, gorgeous little pit mixes that came to us from, I don't even remember where.
I don't know either.
And they all got adopted. They went to our Paws clinic for Dr. Helzer to spay neuter. And when she was listening, you know, she does a general health check.
Of course.
She realized that Sylvie had a grade 5 heart murmur.
Oh, geez.
Huge. So of course, they did not anesthetize her. Which you need to go sit on the floor because she needs to spread out.
I think so.
So we are actually, Deena and I are taking Sylvie down to the valley to get a cardiac ultrasound in May to see what we can do to help her. I mean, we go to all lengths to save these lives. And until that cardiac ultrasound is going to cost about $700, I think. But we're going to spend that money, thanks to our supporters, and see what we can do to save her life and give her a good full life. So,
you know, for however long. And anyone that knows medical knows this probably isn't going to be a real good outcome. But we're going to see what we need to do to make her have a great life while she's here with us.
However long it is.
And she is in a foster. And we know, you know, this is a sad thing because she won't live a long, full life like Pip was able to recuperate. But what we do know is she's in a foster home. One of our great techs, Callie, has her. And, you know, when our fosters take in these cases and they know, you know, it could be a senior that needs a hospice place. Just let them finish out whether they got months or a year left, you know. We've got another one, Scooby, who's an old boy, and he's in a great foster home. A new one that came to us last year, and I got an update yesterday. Scooby's putting on his weight again. He's got a bad back end, but he's getting up and down the steps fine. He's letting her massage his legs. So fosters are so important, and the reward you get from that.
Yeah.
We've talked before on episodes the miracle of love.
Yes.
And whether the dog is 2, 8, or 14, there's no reason why they don't deserve love.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Everyone does. And
Exactly.
it's amazing that, yes, the fosters, not only do they do those needed things, it's also amazing the Humane Society takes care of the expenses for the fosters. But more importantly, yes, they're getting love
Yeah.
both ways.
Yes.
And that's really what is saving their lives.
Absolutely. And Mike, and let's not forget the love that they get from those great employees out there and the
course.
volunteers that
Yes.
are hands-on at the shelter. All these animals know how much they're loved when they're with us. They really do.
It's heartwarming to see. I often have people say, "I couldn't volunteer there. It's so sad," and I just start laughing. No, it's not sad. You should see the dogs that have been with us for a period of time. Bess, this black pit that we had for 896 days. I was at the shelter, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. Bess came in to see us and say hi. She didn't want to leave. It was like, oh, I'm home and these are my people. It's, yeah.
Yeah. And that's a good feeling. And so we invite everyone to be part of that. There's no reason for anyone in this world, up here in our world, to be lonely or feel that they don't have a purpose. Come out, join us.
Right.
You will have a purpose coming out and volunteering with us, either at our shelter or at our doghouse thrift shop.
Which is another great point. Now, we talked about the money that Arizona gives. We talked about the fundraising aspect of Happy Tails. But one of the aspects at Happy Tails is the Doghouse Thrift Shop, which is our everyday fundraiser.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. That is our everyday income. And so we are located at 3002 West White Mountain Boulevard, open Tuesday through Saturdays from 10 to 5. Stop in there. And I go over there once or twice a week, and it never ceases to amaze me. First of all, you wouldn't know that it's a thrift shop.
Right.
You really would
they've
not
done
know that when
wonderful
you
in
walk in that door. It's
beautiful.
That crew, the team of staff and volunteers over there do an amazing job.
Right.
And it's thanks to the gently used donations, sometimes brand new donations that we get. And the hard work that our team over there displays them and prices them at a reasonable price. But just know that every time you shop over there, every dollar that's coming back to take care of animals like Pip,
Right.
to take care of animals like Sandy, Sylvie, we could go on and on. Our list will never stop.
That is the sad part, but then again, it does give us purpose.
It does give us
does give
purpose.
us purpose.
And it gives us rewards for knowing that we are so helpful to so many, Another thing we do for the community is our food bank.
I was just going to say that, yeah.
We want to help people be able to keep their pets also. And we have a food bank for those that are in need. The shelter is at 3212 North Porter Mountain Road, open Tuesday through Friday from 10:30 to 5 and Saturdays 10 to 5. Stop out there if you have a need for that. We also have our low-cost spay and neuter clinic.
Yeah.
So definitely, not only does the community help us, we want to always give back to the community.
Terry, you look like you were about to say something.
No, I was just agreeing with her.
Oh, you were just agreeing
Yes,
with her.
that's why she pays me the big bucks to agree with her.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Well, by the way, she thanked all the volunteers. I would like to thank you for all the help with Happy Tails. I know as the co-chair, you're putting in a lot of time and effort. So big thank you for that. And yes, thank you to all the techs, everybody that's out there at the shelter that deals with the public, deals with the dogs, and
Don't forget the cats.
And the cats.
And the occasional peacock, pig, goat.
Whatever else
Whatever.
happens to run in across
you
us.
never know.
You really
We are
do never know.
I always tell Debbie, and here lately it seems like I say this on a daily basis, if it's not one thing, it's a dozen more. People go, so what do you got planned today? Well, what I have planned and what's going to happen are always two different things,
Sometimes 30 different things.
Absolutely, because the most important thing to us is hands on the animals. The animals have to be cared for first.
Right.
Everything else, if there's an emergency, we're there. Everything else can wait.
Well, one thing that cannot really wait is people to get down to sign up for volunteering. Now that things are opening back up, they need to get a hold of our volunteer coordinator.
Exactly.
How do they go through that process?
So they can either come out to the shelter,
Okay.
ask for Deborah,
Right.
and she'll get you lined out with an application and set up an orientation, or they can go on our website, hswm.org, HumanitarianWatch.org, and under, I believe it's resources, is where you'll find forms. And you can download an application there for volunteering.
Okay.
And then fill it out and bring it out to the shelter.
And there's opportunities to volunteer at the shelter, at Happy Tales, at the Doghouse Thrift Shop.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's a million ways.
Yeah, and you know, when you talk about at the shelter, you know, sometimes play with the kittens, play with the puppies. Right now, it's shedding season right now. Come brush some dogs, you know.
There's come brush. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you two are going to have a hard time.
I know.
So,
don't look at me, Mike.
As everyone knows that has pets in your home, that they're all shedding. That hair is just falling everywhere.
Right.
Well, and you know what? And they don't have to even have. We have a wonderful gentleman that has volunteered for years. He's an elderly gentleman. He can't walk around the place. You know what he does? He sits in our green yard and reads to the puppies.
And the scared dogs,
Yeah.
you know, and some the things that you can do to help us are endless.
Oh, absolutely.
To help these animals.
Absolutely.
One of the ways is volunteering. One of the ways is donating. Another way is just adopt. Feel free and swing over to the website. Give us the website address.
hswm.org.
I said that because I do have it memorized, but you sound better than I do. So there's many ways to donate, there's many ways to give, and there's many ways to be part of the Humane Society of the White Mountain family. Till next time, we'll see you then.